सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट भारतीय साक्ष्य अधिनियम 2023। इसका इंडेक्स हम करने जा रहे हैं, जिसमें कि टोटल सेक्शन है 170 और पार्ट्स 4 हैं और चैप्टर 12 है। सेक्शन 1 पार्ट 1 चैप्टर 1 बात करता है शॉर्ट टाइटल एप्लीकेशन एंड कमिटमेंट की, एंड सेक्शन 2 बात करता है डेफिनेशंस की। पार्ट सेकेंड आ जाता है चैप्टर सेकेंड रिलेवेंसी ऑफ फैक्ट्स की बात करता है। सेक्शन 3 बात करता है एविडेंस में बी गिवन ऑफ फैक्ट्स इन इशू एंड रिलेवेंट फैक्ट्स। इसके बाद चीज़ आती है क्लोजली कनेक्टेड फैक्ट्स की, जिसमें कि सेक्शन 4 बात करता है रिलेवेंसी ऑफ फैक्ट्स फॉर्मिंग पार्ट ऑफ सेम ट्रांजेक्शन। सेक्शन 5 बात करता है फैक्ट्स विच आर ओकेजन कॉज और इफेक्ट ऑफ फैक्ट्स इन इशू और रिलेवेंट फैक्ट्स। सेक्शन 6 बात करता है मोटिव प्रिपरेशन एंड प्रीवियस और सब्सिक्वेंट कंडक्ट की। सेक्शन 7 बात करता है फैक्ट नेसेसरी टू एक्सप्लेन और इंट्रोड्यूस फैक्ट इन इशू और रिलेवेंट फैक्ट्स की। सेक्शन 8 बात करता है थिंग्स सेड और डन बाय कॉन्स्पिरेटर इन रेफरेंस टू कॉमन डिज़ाइन। सेक्शन 9 बात करता है व्हेन फैक्ट्स नॉट अदरवाइज रिलेवेंट बिकम रिलेवेंट। सेक्शन 10 बात करता है फैक्ट्स टेंडिंग टू इनेबल कोर्ट टू डिटरमाइन अमाउंट आर रिलेवेंट इन सूट्स फॉर डैमेजेस। एंड सेक्शन 11 बात करता है फैक्ट्स रिलेवेंट व्हेन राइट और कस्टम इज इन क्वेश्चन। सेक्शन 12 बात करता है फैक्ट्स शोइंग एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ स्टेट ऑफ माइंड और ऑफ बॉडी और बॉडीली फीलिंग्स। सेक्शन 13 बात करता है फैक्ट्स बियरिंग ऑन क्वेश्चंस वेदर एक्ट वॉज एक्सीडेंटल और इंसिडेंटल। सेक्शन 14 एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ कोर्स ऑफ बिजनेस व्हेन रिलेवेंट। बात आती है एडमिशन की, क्योंकि है सेक्शन 15 बात करता है एडमिशन डिफाइन की, एंड 16 बात करता है एडमिशन बाय पार्टी टू प्रोसीडिंग और हिज एजेंट। सेक्शन 17 बात करता है एडमिशंस बाय पर्सन्स हुज पोजीशन मस्ट बी प्रूव्ड एज अगेंस्ट पार्टी टू सूट। सेक्शन 18 टॉक्स अबाउट admissions by person expressly referred to by party to suit. Section 19 proof of admission against person making them and by or on their behalf. Section 20 when oral admissions as to contents of documents are relevant. 21 बात करता है admissions in civil cases when relevant. 22 बात करता है confession caused by inducement, threat, coercion or promise when irrelevant in criminal proceedings. 23 बात करता है confession to police officer. 24 बात करता है consideration of proved confession affecting person making it and others jointly under trial for same offense. 25 बात करता है admissions not conclusive proof but may stop. अब बात आती है statements by persons who cannot be called as witness. 26 बात करता है केसेस इन विच स्टेटमेंट ऑफ रिलेवेंट फैक्ट बाय पर्सन हु इज डेड और कैन नॉट बी फाउंड एक्सेट्रा इज रिलेवेंट। 27 बात करता है रिलेवेंसी ऑफ सर्टेन एविडेंस फॉर प्रूविंग इन सब्सिक्वेंट प्रोसीडिंग्स ट्रूथ ऑफ फैक्ट्स देयर इन स्टेटेड। अब बात आती है स्टेटमेंट्स मेड अंडर स्पेशल सर्कमस्टेंसेस। इसमें आते हैं 28 बात करता है एंट्रीज इन बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स when relevant. 29 बात करता है relevancy of entry in public record or in electronic record made in performance of duty. 30 बात करता है relevancy of statements in maps, chart and plan. 31 बात करता है relevancy of statement as to fact of public nature contained in certain act or notifications. 32 relevancy of statements as to any law contained in law books including electronic or digital form. Now next, how much of statement is to be proved. Section 33 talks about what evidence to be given when statement forms part of a conversation, document, electronic record, book or series of letters or paper. Now we will talk about judgments of courts when relevant. Section 34 talks about previous judgment relevant to bar a second suit or trial. 35 talks about relevancy of certain judgments in probate, etc. jurisdiction. 36 relevancy and effect of judgments, orders or decrees other than those mentioned in section 35. Now section 37 37 talks about judgment etc. other than those mentioned in section 34, 35 and 36 when relevant. Now section 38, fraud or collusion in obtaining judgment or incompetency of court may be proved. Now we will talk about opinions of third person when relevant. Section 39, opinions of experts. 40, facts bearing upon opinion of experts. 41, opinion as to handwriting and signature when relevant. 42, opinion as to existence of general custom and right when relevant. 43, opinion as to uses, tenets and when relevant, etc. when relevant. 44, opinion on relationship when relevant. 45, grounds of opinion when relevant. Now we will talk about character when relevant. 46 talks about in civil cases character to prove conduct imputed irrelevant. 47, in criminal cases previous good character relevant. 48, evidence of character or previous sexual experience not relevant in certain cases. 49, previous bad character not relevant except in reply. 50, character as affecting damages. Now we will talk about part 3. Part 3 is about on proof. Chapter 3, facts which need not be proved. Section 51, fact judicially noticeable need not be proved. Section 52, facts of which court shall take judicial notice. Section 53, facts admitted need not be proved. Now we will talk about chapter 4 of oral evidence. Section 54, proof of facts by oral evidence, and section 55, oral evidence to be direct. Now we will talk about chapter 5 of documentary evidence. Section 56, proof of contents of documents. 57, primary evidence. 58, secondary evidence. 59, proof of documents by primary evidence. 60, cases in which secondary evidence relating to documents may be given. 61, electronic or digital record. 62, special provisions as to evidence relating to electronic records. 63, admissibility of electronic records. 64, rules as to notice to produce. 65, proof of signature and handwriting of person alleged to have signed or written document produced. 66, proof as to electronic signature. 67, proof of execution of document required by law to be attested. 68, proof where no attesting witness found. 69, admission of execution by party to attested document. 70, proof when attesting witness denied execution. 71, proof of document not required by law to be attested. 72, comparison of signature, writing or seal with others admitted or proved. 73, proof as to verification of digital signature. Now we will talk about public documents. Section 74, public and private documents. 75, certified copies of public documents. 76, proof of documents by production of certified copies. 77, proof of other official documents. Now we will talk about presumptions as to documents. Section 78, presumption as to genuineness of certified copies. 79, presumption as to documents produced as record of evidence, etc. 80, presumption as to gadgets, newspapers and other documents. 81, presumption as to gadgets in electronic or digital record. 82, presumption as to maps or plan made by authority of government. 83, presumption as to collection of law and reports of decisions. 84, presumption as to power of attorney. 85, presumption as to electronic agreements. 86, presumption as to electronic records and electronic signature. 87, presumption as to electronic signature certificates. 88, presumption as to certified copies of foreign judicial record. 89, presumption as to books, map and chart. 90, presumption as to electronic messages. 91, presumption as to due execution, etc. of documents not produced. 92. Presumption as to documents 30 years old. 93. Presumption as to electronic records 5-year-olds. Now we will talk about chapter 6 of the exclusion of oral evidence by documentary evidence. 94. Evidence of term of contracts, grant and other dispositions of property reduced to form of document. 95. Exclusion of evidence of oral agreement. 96. Exclusion of evidence to explain or amend ambiguous document. 97. Exclusion of evidence against application of document to existing facts. 98. Evidence as to document unmeaning in reference to existing facts. 99. Evidence as to application of language which can apply to one only of several persons. 100. Evidence as to application of language to one of two sets of facts, to neither of which the whole correctly applies. 101. Evidence as to meeting of eligible characters, etc. 102. Who may give evidence of agreement varying term of document. 103. Saving of provisions of Indian Succession Act relating to wills. Now we will talk about part 4, production and effect of evidence. Chapter 7 of the burden of proof. Section 104 talks about burden of proof. 105. On whom burden of proof lies. 106. Burden of proof as to particular facts. 107. Burden of proving fact to be proved to make evidence admissible. 108. Burden of proving that case of accused comes within exceptions. 109. Burden of proving fact especially within knowledge. 110. Burden of proving death of person known to have been alive within 30 years. 111. Burden of proving that person is alive who has not been heard of for 7 years. 112. Burden of proof as to relationship in the cases of partners, landlord and tenant, principal and agent. 113. Burden of proof as to ownership. 114. Proof of good faith in transactions where one party is in relation of active confidence. 115. Presumption as to certain offences. 116. Birth during marriage, conclusive proof of legitimacy. 117. Presumption as to abatement of suicide by a married woman. Now Section 118. Presumption as to dowry death. 119. Court may presume existence of certain facts. 120. Presumption as to absence of consent in certain prosecution for rape. Now Chapter 8. Estoppel. 122 section talks about estoppel. 122. Estoppel of tenant and of licensee of person in possession. 123. Estoppel of acceptor of bill of exchange, bailee or licensee. Now Chapter 9 of witnesses. Section 124. Who may testify. 125. Witness unable to communicate verbally. 126. Competency of husband and wife as witness in certain cases. 127. Judges and magistrate. 128. Communications during marriage. 129. Evidence as to affairs of state. 130. Official communications. 131. Information as to commission of offences. 132. Professional communications. 133. Privilege not waived by volunteering evidence. 134. Confidential communication with legal advisors. 135. Production of title deeds of witness not a party. 136. Production of document or electronic records which another person having possession could refuse to produce. Section 137. Witness not excused
from answering on ground that answer will criminate. 138 accomplice. 139 number of witnesses. Now we will talk about chapter 10 of examination of witnesses. 140 section talks about order of production and examination of witnesses. 141 judge to decide as to admissibility of evidence. 142 examination of witnesses. 143 order of examinations. 144 cross examination of person called to produce a document. 145 witnesses to character. 146 leading questions. 147 evidence as to matters in writing. 148 cross examination as to previous statements in writing. 149 question lawful in cross examination. 150 when witness to be compelled to answer. 151 court to decide when question shall be asked and when witness compelled to answer. 152 question not to be asked without reasonable ground. 153 produce of court in case of question being asked without reasonable ground. 154 indecent and scandalous questions. 155 questions intended to insult or annoy. 156 exclusion of evidence to contradict answers to questions testing veracity. 157 question by party to his own witness. 158 impeaching credit of witness. 159 questions tending to corroborate evidence of relevant fact admissible. 160 former statement of witnesses may be proved to corroborate later testimony as to same fact. 161 when what matters may be proved in connection with proved statement relevant under section 26 or 27. 162 refreshing memory. 163 testimony of fact stated in document mentioned in section 162. 164 right of adverse party as to writing used to refresh memory. 165 production of documents. 166 giving as evidence of document called for and produced on notice. 167 using as evidence of document production of which was refused on notice. 168 judge's power to put question on or order production. Now we will talk about chapter 11 of improper admission and rejection of evidence. Section 169 talks about no new trial for improper admission or rejection of evidence. Chapter 12 repeal and savings. 170 section talks about repeal and savings.